Hi, this is Coach Rudy, and being broke or feeling broke, being financially without money or unemployment makes, when you listen to your account, if it's like $1 or $2 in there, it makes you feel bad. Believe me, I know why it is. But the way I'm finding my way to feel better about it, even if I'm coaching right now, I have to wait for my installations to come, being that I just got like another client. So I'm like, okay, they're coming little by little. But anyway, here's a free tidbit. This is how I'm coping. I'm trying not to feel so bad, but it's hard not to feel bad. But then when I look at my gas tank, I go, uh-oh. Now, then that's when you have to have some type of reserve. So now I'm trying to pull all my resources together and see what I can reserve. And what else? The other thing is the way to deal with it is you think of things that you know you can do. Like, for instance, I'm on eBay too. So I'm like, okay, cool. I went in the closet, started looking for something to sell, so I can go ahead and just keep my bank account afloat. So I was like, all right, because, sometimes when you're in school and you're doing your work, and you're bogged down with schoolwork, or you're trying to take a little bit of your summer off, or you're babysitting for free, or doing something of that nature, it's hard when there's no money coming in at that time. So you're just kind of like there and waiting to see somebody. I heard somebody waiting to see where the next dollar is coming. So then, if you're working that day, you're like, okay, well, I got the promise of next week or next 2 weeks to get paid. So, but until then, what you do? What do you do? And people eating up your food, you're like, okay. And so it's like, I got to put some resources together and figure out how I'm going to deal with this. Because, you don't have government assistance and things like that, then you have to be creative. So like I said, I did the eBay, or I'm doing the eBay thing. The other thing is I find some talent that I have that I can market. So I'm marketing my Coach Rudy, and I'm marketing something else that I know how to do. So there's something else. If you find something else you know how to do, you market that. You have something in the closet you got to sell it. There's a garage sale thing that can go in the front yard, or there's something you can actually sell online. And I'm sitting here carrying the merchandise in the car around. I just sold something, and I'm like, oh boy, I got to ship it, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna put it in the package to ship it. I'm gonna have to use like a credit card or something, and I really don't like using credit cards. You still got to pay it back. So I'm like, okay, cool. So at least I know that since it's going to be shipped off and paid off and everything. And I did it for a little bit of nothing so I could do a quick sale. So it was not like I'm making anything of that 18%. If I do use the credit card, it's like, oh, or whatever the percent is of that card. Let me see if I can find something. Because they're running specials. Also, you can ask the credit card company to lower your credit card rating, not your rating, but your actual annual APR rate, so that then your that's why I said rating, so that if it's like high, like 18% or 23 or 20, whatever, and then if they can lower it to whatever lower, that would be greater for you. For sometimes they only do a short period of time. Just tell them you're gonna travel and you're finna go, do it up. Yeah, I'm supposed to travel too, so I'm like, okay, I gotta do it up some kind of way. So I'm gonna go market my services and stuff like that, and anything that I don't need. Believe me, I'm not gonna be able to buy it this week anyway, so I'm not gonna buy it, and so on and so forth. Because I don't believe credit cards give you, the freedom to do whatever you want to do. I used to. And now I've like, nah, because you got to pay it back. Just like the school loans. And you think that you're going to use that school loan to go play off with. I used to think that. But it wasn't to play off. I used it for business, and those businesses then pan out that time. But like I said, you have to be creative when you're trying to find out what you want to do and stuff like that. So I hope that helped you. Another thing is, what makes you feel better is that the idea that you have an option. When you feel like you don't have an option, and that's when you don't open yourself to possibilities, and the world, it's going to make they say the law of attraction and different, positivity, things that can't happen to you if you don't feel like you have an option. Like, I checked, for instance, I checked to see if my light bill was due, right? I'm like, all right, it's not due now, it's due July. So I'm like, okay, I just paid off the other thing, and I spent all my money to pay off my other bills. So I'm like, okay, at least I got some time, right? I bought myself some time. And anything that was luxury, like massages or whatever that I've been needing and stuff, I'm just like forfeiting it. I'm like, oh boy. Anything else? I'm like, okay, any beauty products or anything right now, I'm just going to have to wait. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to deal with it. I'm not using that 18% or whatever percent it is, 2, 5, 12, whatever. I just don't want to overdo it because my past business ventures, real estate and all that, didn't pan out. I'm going to put some, but I did learn a lot. But I'm going to put some information up on that. I recorded it on my phone and didn't know how to upload it. So I'm going to put that up there too. And see, that's another option. See, had not thought about that before. But, that's another option that may take 30 to 45 days for closing. But you got something coming. So if you got some kind of skill or something, you can, I'm not saying, go sell bodies and stuff like that. I'm not thinking like that. I'm just saying, if you have some kind of skill, you can, that's legal, that you can go ahead and I don't support what do you call it when people go and pawn off their stuff, because some people don't give you that amount of money that you really need, unless you just go in there to pawn off stuff to get drugs or something, or you just desperate because you just need something real fast. See if you could sell it on the side of the road or something, because they act like they treat you like some kind of crackish fiend or something. I don't know. I haven't gone to sell anything, but one time I did, because I had found this watch and I thought it was like a real Rolex. I was like, okay, cool, let me go sell it. Okay. So I was like, no more. Anyway, this is Coach Rudy, and I hope that helped you. The good feelings is going to come from the fact that you have an option. You have options to do stuff. You got airways, this stuff. You don't have to sit there and wait and depend on somebody to give you some money. Okay, so that's the biggest thing. Worrying about, well, are they going to do this for me or that? And sometimes that's an option too. But, you don't have to worry and say, oh, I'm going to be destitute. I don't have no money. I can't go here because I don't have money or this and that. I just put the banner up, boom. I cannot lend you anything because I do not have it to lend. No dollar for you to lend. For me to lend to you. But I said, I like to put today or at this moment. I like to say at this moment because the next moment can change. Because if I say today, that means I'm closing myself off that today is the only day I'm not going to get that money, or whatever, or some blessing won't come up. So I'm going to say at that moment. At this moment, I don't have anything to lend you, And I'm truthfully saying it, right? This is true. So at this moment, I don't have anything to lend you except this advice. So I'm hoping that this helps you so that future-wise, everything will be fine. So maybe the next moment, you never know what'll happen the next moment. All right. Have a great day. It's Coach Rudy. I hope this helped. Bye. And don't feel so bad. Feel good because there's a ram in the bush. There's something there that's coming. It's up there. We got to feel better about it. We got to be expecting something great. We got to wait and expect something great. Don't get disappointed if you don't find anything at this moment. The next moment, something might come up, or the next day, something might come up. Sleep. Go to sleep and wake up. Something might come up. Have a great day. Bye.